We like to spend one day making baskets with the students, especially on a wet day. The basket, in a strange way, is a sort of microcosm of man's battle against nature. The willow does what it wants, but the student has to have a picture, an imagination, a dream of what they want, and they have to persuade the willow, like we persuade nature, to do it the way they want. You start by making the base, and you see how the base is not flat. The base has to be concave, it has to go inwards. If it's like this, your bowl will rock about, and then you push in either side of these radial pieces. You push in long willows that go right up here, and then you weave. This is the first weave you do, you can see, is a twisted weave. It's called wailing, and it's a twisted weave round, and that locks, any twisted weave will lock things in position very tight. And then this weave is an open weave above it, just to fill in. This is a mistake that's made here. Look, see, that's a mistake. It's called French rand, and that fills in up to here, and then you put some more wailing to tighten the top, and then you put a border on the top. And that's, anyway, it's quite challenging, but it's lovely to do it if it works. Anyway, we'll come to that. We'll see how we get on. So, the willows, we need to have them lying on the floor. The willows are not straight. They're all curved because that's the way they grow. They have a hollow center, so when you are going to push them into the basket shape, you slice them. In other words, you cut them at an angle like this. If you cut them round like a pencil, it won't work because the center will be soft. So you slice them like this. The other thing about the willows, and the greatest skill which you're going to need, is choosing willows that are the same size. And beginners find this, first of all, they find it incomprehensible that it's so important, and second, they find it really difficult to do. So when I say choose 24 willows the same size, they really need to be the same size, because what happens is anyone that is weaker will be bullied, as they say, by the strong ones, and you won't get a round basket. Okay. So that's your 6, and you can just put these to one side for the minute. We're going to split them in the middle. And having done that, I can twist the knife, like so, and then I can thread these ones through. 1. Can you all see? 2. Of course, this is what they got the injured servicemen to do, isn't it, in the war? They were called basket cases. And you try and use the curvature already so that you're helping yourself make a concave base. Using your fingers and your thumb, keep it tight in. This one comes from underneath, and it keeps going.
Okay.
This one comes over the top. And this one comes from underneath. It's going to be twisted, yeah, it's going to be twisted. Right, this one keeps on going round. And you'll soon find out if you're good at it or not. But when you're weaving, you have to use your fingers a lot to make the willows go where you want. So you're trying to space them out equally. And then also trying to pull them down.
Look, do the comparison. Yes.
Because you're not, I think you're not twisting.
I think I'm not in a twist.
So when you join the weavers together, you go thick to thick and thin to thin. So you've got 2 thick ends. So we start with a thick end in here and a thick end in here. And then we continue. All the time using your hands to keep the original 12 in the shape you want. All the time keep the original 6 in the positions you want them to be in. Can trim some of these off a little bit now. This is good.
That's great.
It needs to have a point at the end.
Here, over there.
So what you're going to do now is you're going to push these in with this downwards, okay? So you're pushing it in towards the centre, like so.
So that's better, like that?
That's better, yeah, but a point would be good too, because it's going to get caught if it's got any So you push one in like this, so it's coming out like this, and you're going to do that all the way around. You can put a bodkin is you push in to make the hole. You see?
Oh, yeah.
So I pushed that right into the centre,
yeah.
and then I can take my
That helps.
rod, and then I just push it in.
Oh, yeah, that's a big help.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you may not need to. It's better if you don't need to use it if you can push it in without.
Okay.
Okay. And push and kick, so you kink it, okay, and then it'll bend up where you put the knife.
Okay.
That's not very good. Press the point of the knife down at the point where we want the willow to bend, and then we can bend it up without breaking it. Knife point down where we want it to bend, and then we just pull it smoothly up. And we do the same all the way around. We press down and pull up. Press down and pull up. Yeah, yeah.
But this is wrong, right? This is
Just hang on. Let me check.
Okay.
Now, I think we should get this sorted out as well, because this is not so good.
wrong.
Yeah. You needed to put the knife in right tight
this
against. Yeah, you see, this is no good.
Okay.
It needs to be pushed in. It should have been made right tight. That's it.
Right, that makes sense. What do I do with these?
You simply press the point of the knife, and you'll figure out as you go what shape you want it. If you hold it tight in, it'll stay tight in.
Okay.
If you want it to be like this, it'll be like this. And then you take the left hand one, this one, you go outside two and inside one so that it comes out of the next available gap. Always the left hand one, outside two, inside one, and out of the next gap. And you're going to use your thumb. Oh, well, you're going to go on with the other ones, the underneath ones. This one, yeah, that's right. So we just caught it in time. So that goes like this, and I'm using my finger to pull it into position. My finger to pull it round, and my thumb. And I use my thumbs to get it into position. Then again, choosing the left hand one, outside two, inside one, and out of the next available slot, using my fingers and my thumbs to manipulate the rod. Okay, outside two and inside one.
Okay, and out the next
Yeah,
available.
but now, because we want to even up our basket, we've started with the first three. We're going to take the next three here,
It's just very well read. Very learned.
so that we can start them off here, opposite the other side.
Okay, Nene.
1, 2, 3, like so. And again, we're going to take the left hand one, outside 2, inside 1. We're going to go round until we cover over the first 3 we started with. So now you're going to do French rand. So you need to get 24 rods, all the same,
Okay.
not too thick, and bring them here, and I'll show you how to do that.
Okay.
So you're getting your 24, Andrew, are you? Good. And all we do is we do another tuck. We start here, doesn't matter where I start. And then, so now, notice that I've got 2 coming out of this one.
Right.
And I'm going to do another tuck with this one. Now, I'm just going to keep on going around, and I've got 2 coming out of here. So I've got 2 with 2. Everyone else is going to have 1 coming out. So it's just quite easy. This is why it's a much quicker weave. You see, you just go around now, and you just keep on going all the way around until you get to here, where the double ones come out. And when you get to the double ones, you mustn't forget that this one has to be tucked in and this one has to be tucked in. And people forget, they get kind of carried away. When you get to this double ones, you've got to catch this one, and you've got to catch that
You
one.
tuck them in, you snip them off. And
No. You
tuck
need
them
to
in.
tuck them in because you all the time want to have 1 coming out of each hole.
You see.
He goes like that. And that way, we've got one coming out again at every single gap.
Okay.
And so we're in a
So you
symmetrical
do
situation.
only this.
And you can start anywhere, of course,
Okay.
but wherever you start, like here,
You're going to keep going
you've got a double one, right? So wherever you started, you've got the two double ones. And there, double, double.
So you double them again?
No, no, no. Now. And when we come round to them again, see there's two rods coming out of there, and there's two rods coming out of there. When we get right the way round, we will have to make sure we take the underneath rod and the underneath rod to continue. Otherwise we'll make a mistake.
And you don't use those.
The top ones get left and they form a symmetrical pattern. And then this one you leave, and then you take the underneath one of this. So you must do the two underneath ones first, and then you're back to a situation where everything is equal.
Okay.
You can start anywhere now, and it'll be okay. Okay, so when you finish the French rand, you have to put a row of wailing on before you make the border, and this stabilizes the basket. So you're going to take your 12 canes and make the French rand safe by putting wailing on top of it. Follow it with that one, and then
There we go.
You
The thing with the
One,
free
two.
space, the free space is really a good, good thing to remember.
Yep.
You can't miss
Outside two, inside one. Outside
Yeah.
one, two, inside
it. The free space.
free space. See?
And then we deliver it.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Right, so now we're going to do the border. Okay, so we're going to take the left one, okay, each time it goes in front of one and behind one, and this one comes beside it, like this.
Oh.
Okay, I'll take the left one, in front of one and behind one, and then this one comes down beside it. Yeah, and bend it down. And again, try and use your thumbs and your fingers, not the uprights, otherwise you're going to get in a muddle. So then we want the right hand rod of the left hand side, and we put that down there, and we put this down the side. So we've now got three pairs coming out. So we take the left hand pair and we take the right hand rod in the left hand pair and push it down like this. And you see I'm having to make sure that I keep this flat. Now the right hand rod of the left hand pair in front of one and behind one. That's right. And then, but yeah, if you can put your thumb so you're pushing it like inside, you see? You understand?
Like, who would have known that part?
She's got a brain, you see?
Oh my God. No wonder they got a beautiful basket.
That's right. So use your thumb to
And
pull it
and
around
that becomes the inside.
on
of
the
the first
pair,
one.
of the next pair.
People were after me to help me.
That's right. That's right.
And then
That's correct.
side.
No, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we gotta work that out
That's
first.
right.
We need to get the scope.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Whatever you call
Okay,
that.
you've got it.
The boondoggle.
And then when you get to the end,
Yes.
It's also good.
in that hole that we made, okay?
Yeah.
Remember we made that hole without breaking it.
Right. So you finish the same pattern actually.
Exactly. And then this one first.
Amazing what you can do in a day.
And have fun doing it. So now we've got three pairs and we just got to take the last one away.
So you made 3 coats?
Well, actually I made two, but we'll see how we get on. one rod coming out of each hole, which there is.
Okay.
So that's the border. Now you can cut all these off.
Okay.
One. It's clever. Someone figured this out. Some
Yeah.
time ago.
Amazing, yes.
It is, it is.
Yeah.
Hundreds of attempts over probably
Lots of time in the world.
many years to get it wrong, to suddenly work out what's right.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. That's exactly right.
And that's
You can
evolution.
see that the way it's put together. That people figure out, okay, well, that worked, but it wasn't really stable, or this worked, but it became unraveled.
So we got to find a place to put the handle. I think we'll maybe put the handle.
There you have a hole in
Andrew's
there.
puffing and steaming like nobody. Putting a handle on is putting a handle on is putting a handle on.
Okay.
Requires
Very
feats
nervous.
of basket making that defy belief. Yeah, is that handle that's okay for you? Is it? I mean,
Yeah.
well, it's not going to be like that. That means it's going to be beautiful. But
Ah,
that's the
okay.
size of it.
Ah, okay, the size is fine.
The size is fine. Okay, the basket is not really too bad.
No.
Yeah, it's a day's work.
But they, I don't know if they do have machines to do them.
That looks better, right, Ben?
Yeah, much better.
We haven't got there yet. Nope. Right. So, but yes, enough. Yeah. Sorry, you need more. So now we've put them in both sides. Now we have to wrap them around. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one goes.
This one, all you do is you simply make it go around. And you hold it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can see. Now then, so this is fun, all this. So what we have to do now is find a little space to push these babies through. Gently, so I've got to make sure that it doesn't.
It's pretty tight.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. That's what we want. Whoa, okay, go on, pull, pull, pull. Find a hole down here, and you just put them through, and then clip them off on the outside.
Okay.
You just weave them away, so you can.
Can't you do that around and do it again to get more beautiful?
From we go from nationals to multinationals. And
So you do
multinationals are now
it
gone, you're heading towards
3
metanationals.
times.
Because metanationals are probably
As many as it's long.
Yeah, as many as you have space for. But
Got a lot of power.
when the willow dries, it will be.
You've got huge amounts of power in a very small number of hands.
I think so. Yeah.
It'll be solid. It'll be hard, hopefully, so it won't come out.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like everybody else.
Do you use a lot?
Now and again. Not.
It's a way of spending the time in a pleasurable way, and hopefully bringing happiness to the world. Look at that last side of me. I'm really quite pleased with it.